Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Apollo, and I'm joined today by a very special guest, and one you might recognize if you're already part of our Facebook community group, due to his very educational videos, taking apart, maintaining, and upgrading his Phantom. So, we figured he was the perfect guest to invite down and test drive the new V3, which you guys may have seen a couple weeks ago. With that, welcome Matunga, thanks for coming down.
Thanks for having me today.
It's an honor and a pleasure, and it's great to finally meet you in person. So, you excited to try the new V3?
Yeah, let's get on.
Alright, let's get to it. I'm going to pass you off to Eloi now, who's going to show you all the new details and features.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
After you.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm here today with Matunga, one of our early adopter of the Phantom scooter. He actually bought the V1 if I remember. Two time and then upgraded it to the V2. Matunga is someone who's super vocal on the social media. He's always playing with his Phantom, labeling each and every wires inside, which is quite impressive. I haven't done that, nobody here too, so he's definitely one of the most knowledgeable person about our scooters, and we thought it would be great to have him come to the office and show him the new 2022 upgrade, which we're gonna call the Apollo Phantom V3. So the first thing I'm gonna ask you is, what did you like about your Phantom V2?
What I liked about my my Phantoms is the speed, malleability, the suspension was good. All the rest was perfect.
The first thing is the handlebar. As you can see, there is way less button. There is no like a mode button or turning signal light button. It's all integrated within the throttle. So this one is way more intuitive because the turning signal are directly next to your thumb. Okay. So for the right side, it's the right thumb. On the left side, it's the left thumb. So pretty convenient. And also the main difference is the display. So this one is rounder, as you can see. It looked better, and we made it round to fit better with the odometer. So it's like a car. You want the round shape on top of it with the dial going up, just look better. It's brighter. The refresh rate is double the one of the V2. So the V2 was double. So the V2 was already double the V1, and the V3 is double the V2. And we actually got the display closer to the actual plastic shielding of it, so the reflection from the sun is even less. So brighter, higher refresh rate, and also just better quality overall. The last thing that we added to the display is the Bluetooth chip. So now you are able to connect with the app.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. So let's look at it. You can see that now it's in park mode. If I want to unlock it, I can use the application, Apollo One. I press on the lock, facial recognition, and boom, it's unlocked. So this is the style of the new display. You have the time at the bottom that we didn't have before. You have of course, the region here, the acceleration, the turning signals, front turning signal. It's something we added. So you can see now it's blinking.
Oh.
This is a V2 that we put the V3 controller in it, so that's why the front light is white, like the current V2. We're gonna switch it to yellow, like the back, because it's all the turning signals should always be yellow. So I know that was something that all the community requested, so pretty happy to have done it. The region brake, when you press on it, the rear brake light blink. And the other thing that I'm super proud is the algorithm of the actual controller. You can see how smooth it is now. There is no longer any jerking. It's really so I'm gonna go at super low speed so you can see it. The sound is better, the reaction from the motor is better, and again, we don't have any sensor in it. It's still sensorless. It's a square wave controller,
okay,
not a sine wave, but you get the same feeling out of it. One of the Easter egg we put in it, or just a cool feature, is you have three gear, like this, 1, 2, 3. So the classic, that's going to change acceleration and top speed. And if you click 3 times on it, you're going to Ludo mode. Ludo mode, yeah. So that's an insight from our Ludo controller, because this is what we put inside of all of them for the V3. So we wanted to put that for fun, and that when you go in Ludo, then the acceleration and the top speed is absolutely crazy.
But the question is, how long can you go on Ludo?
There's no limit for now. So
There's no limit?
There's no limit, and that's one of the things we gotta. So you're asking if there's a limit, because usually when you go into like ultra sport mode like this with scooters, it's overheating. We're gonna add the heat sink under the body of the Phantom, and the heat sink is gonna be under the controller. So we're gonna screw. Right now the controller are loose in the Phantom V1 and V2. We're gonna screw the controller to the frame, and under the frame is gonna be the heat sink, and that should be enough to dissipate all the heat that we need to dissipate.
It's a very good idea.
So the other thing that is still present on the Phantom that the whole community really like about the V1 and V2 is the remaining mileage that we have. So it's still there, and now that you are able to connect to your phone, on the phone we are able to display a much more accurate reading, because we're able to update it in real time with the data that we receive on our server from like the whole community riding together. We get a more precise average consumption per kilometers, so we are able to extrapolate it to every user. So that's pretty cool, and you still have the classic voltage for people that are that really want a precise reading of their battery. You have the trip, you have the odometer, and again, as I said in the beginning, the time of your ride that you've been riding with the scooter. And keep in mind, this is only a 52 volt. So with our new controller that is already much better, and the fact that we're putting the heatsink, we should get rid of all those issues and offer all those great upgrades to both 52 and 60 volt.
That's very nice. That's a good thing that you guys have done that.
So you who got a V1 then upgraded to V2, do you think you'll be compelled enough to upgrade to the V3 with this one?
It's not even a question to ask. For sure, I'm gonna upgrade it to the V3 and all the feature that comes with it, especially now that the Bluetooth app that's gonna be connected with the scooter. That's great.
Yeah, they can be part of the big community on the app with it, so I think, yeah, that's going to be fantastic. And it's the same lock feature that I showed you before, you know, if you lock it, both of your wheels going to be locked, so it's even more secure.
Both of the wheels gonna be locked.
Exactly. You can basically not push it. You can, but it's extremely hard. You really need to lift the scooter and run with it if you want to steal it. So again, it's way more secure than just having a key that is not really secure. Now it's locked by the facial recognition of your phone.
It's a very good safety measure. I'm very impressed. Thanks for having me today.
For sure, it's a pleasure. And as we mentioned before, this is going to be an upgrade available for all the other riders. It's going to be pretty easy to connect. You're just going to disconnect all the wires from your current controller. It's going to be all the matching plug. You're going to do the same at the top. You're going to remove all your buttons, unconnect everything. Put the new throttle, it's going to connect directly to the display. You connect the display cable to the existing communication cable. Okay. That was the hardest thing to do, to use the same cable. But now it's working, and voila, you're going to run a motor detection. When you turn on the scooter, you press 10 times on the power button. It's going to do a special frequency to learn the parameter of the motors. Super important to do it, but we're going to make another video about it. And that upgrade kit is going to be available later this summer.
Is it going to be available for V1 and V2 owners as well?
It is. So the V1 and V2 have the same connectors, and we based all those connectors on the V2. So yes, it's going to work for everyone.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed checking out the V3 as much as Matunga did. But while he was here, we also gave him a sneak peek at the all-new redesigned Apollo City. The city keynote goes live 4 p.m. on March 16th right here on our YouTube channel. And the following week, we'll be giving our Facebook community early access to Matunga's first look. So click the link below to join our Facebook community group, and while you're there, sign up for Apollo City email list so you can skip the line, be the first to know. Thanks again for watching guys, and as always, ride safe.